Tonight, AT&T Park welcomes the Diamondbacks, owners of a powerful lineup and the top spot in the wild card race. But in the waters of McCovey Cove lurks a shark. Jeff Samardzija looks to bounce back after a rough last start, and he looks to do it tonight in Game 1 of the series. It's the Giants and it's the D-backs, and it's next. The Giants welcome in another team from the National League West. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks as we get ready for Giants baseball. Game 1 of a weekend 3-game series. Diamondbacks, Giants, welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, Giants win Game 1 of that 3-game series against the Dodgers. You think, well, they got a good shot at taking the series. They didn't. So what do? You try to take a series against this team, the D-backs, who are very much in contention to be a wild card team. Go get him, Shark.
Go get him, Shark. Jeff Samardzija, who will be on the hill tonight for the Giants, coming off a rather disappointing start his last outing in Chicago. Tonight, he'll look to get back in the rhythm we've seen him have for most of the year. And when the Shark is throwing well, you have to play good defense because he's going to put the ball in play. And the Giants, the last couple of games in that LA series, did not play good defense. In fact, they've made 10 errors in the last 10 games. They need to tighten that up. They need to support the Shark.
And Gaylord Perry hoping he can do that. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Big G. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our NBC Sports Bay Area studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By State Farm, here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today or call 1-800-STATE-FARM. By Jack in the Box. Come try the new $4.99 Smoky Jack Burger Combo with small fries and a small drink. Limited time only. And by the 2017 Jeep Cherokee with an EPA estimated 30 highway miles per gallon.
Giants fans getting set for a cool evening at the Yard. The Giants should be well rested after a rare day off here at home as they get set to take on the Arizona Diamondbacks for a 3-game series. Welcome back to our broadcast, everybody. I'm Amy Gutierrez. And the last time the Diamondbacks were in San Francisco, the Giants took 2 out of 3. It started with a 4-run comeback, and then Jarrett Parker beat the shift in the bottom of the 10th. It's our Jeep drive of the game. Dwayne Kuiper has the call.
On the ground up the middle, and this game is over.
Tonight, Jarrett Parker is not in the starting lineup, but he is available off the bench. It'll be Austin Slater getting the start in left field. An exciting moment for sure. See, I still get the chills when I see that. Watch out for the white pants. Watch out for the white pants. All right, Robbie Ray's going to be going up against Jeff Samardzija. Lineups and first pitch, it's all coming your way, including your 2 favorites, Kruk and Kuip. Stay with us.
For Giants baseball, it's the D-backs in town, and our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. It is a comfortable 64 degrees here at the park. Winds at 13 miles per hour. The humidity at 73%, and it is breezy and cool. Jeff Samardzija leads his teammates out onto the field as we get ready for game 1 of this 3-game series. Our starting lineup The D-back starting lineup is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Peralta, the former Giant Blanco, and then Jake Lamb. He's got some ownage on Samardzija. Goldschmidt, Descalzo, and Ketel Marte, followed by Pollock, Herman, and then the pitcher, Robbie Ray.
Well, as you said, the Shark, Jeff Samardzija, on the hill tonight. 32-year-old right-hander, 6'5", 250 pounds. A 9-13 record on the year, 189 innings on the season, a true innings eater. 190 strikeouts in those 189 innings against 29 walks is remarkable. How does he do it? Well, he does it with a fastball that can go anywhere from 92 to 98 miles per hour. He will 2 and 4 seam. He will throw a cutter, slider, curveballs. The splitter is a changeup, and very deceptive. It doesn't have the tumbling effect of a forkball. It's more of a changeup with a little sink running away from the left. He's been a good pitch for him. Lifetime against these Arizona Diamondbacks in 15 games, he's 3-3 with a 4.43 ERA. And what do you say we take a look at the defense playing behind Samardzija tonight for the Giants? Starting in the outfield from left to right, it's going to be Slater, Caliste, and Pence. That's your outfield. Good arms across the board. Crawford, Tomlinson on the left side of the infield. Panic and Posey there on the right side. Nick Hundley, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs. Orlando Caliste, he has the best arm in the outfield tonight. It's a big one. Time now for our Nissan keys to the game. Number 1, Shark, mix your speeds. That will always be the key, and control those corners with an assortment of movement. And number 2, better defense. Giants have made 10 errors in the last 10 games. They're better than that. They need to tighten it up. And those are our Nissan keys to the game.
So here's David Peralta as we get ready for the first pitch of this ball game. And it's foul back. So we get started right on time. Peralta at 297. He's got 13 home runs. He's got 49 runs batted in. And the 0-1 is a pop-up out of play. Peralta coming up swinging. It's 0-2.
Well, they know that Samardzija is going to be around the plate.
D-backs came into town swinging. The home plate umpire is Doug Eddings, and it's Ben May, Pat Holberg, and Jim Reynolds.
Well, Doug Eddings, a low ball umpire. He's got a big zone. Good pitchers ump.
And the 0-2 pitch is down low. Peralta against Samardzija is 1 for 8. So a good look at Gregor Blanco. There he is on deck. Got him, and that's how this game gets started.
And that is a good curveball. He just established that pitch in one hitter.
Batting second, left fielder, number 5, Gregor Blanco.
So here's Gregor Blanco. He always receives a nice round of applause, as he should. He played some great baseball in a Giants uniform. And there's a first pitch strike to Gregor Blanco. Gregor hitting at 245. Got 3 home runs. He's got 12 runs batted in. And he hits a high pop-up foul down the left field line and out of play. Just out of play.
Yeah, the boys are here.
Yeah, they're ready to go.
Got their gloves on, fired up.
Sweatshirts, gloves, signs.
Score 11 runs for my 11th birthday. Well, happy birthday, Meat. Had a bit.
Almost came back and got the corner. It's 1-2.
Samardzija thought he had a good 2-seam fastball.
He may have. On the ground and at the cut of the grass is Joe Panic. 2 outs.
All right, time now for our cold hard facts. Are brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Lights, Giants' highest strikeout walk ratio of all time. That's minimum 1 inning pitch per team. It's Jeff Samardzija, and a highest 6.55 That's amazing. You talk about strike to walk ratio, strikeout to walk ratio. So for every 6.5 strikeouts, he walks one guy. Christy Mathewson, Juan Marichal, Madison Bumgarner, and then Marichal again on that list.
That's a pretty impressive list to be on.
Well, and that's a pretty impressive statistic. And Samardzija has done it this year better than anybody in Giants history. That's how good his control has been, and it says a lot about your stuff.
Foul back, Lamb.
I mean, what's really thought of as good stuff is if you have a 2-to-1 strikeout walk ratio, that's good. So to have a 6.5 to 1, that's remarkable.
Remember, we said Lamb, not just said, we showed that Lamb does have some ownage on Jeff Samardzija. 6 for 13, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Lifetime. There's Goldschmidt on deck. And Lamb pops it up. And this should make it a nice inning as Buster Posey comes down, does the pop-up dance, falls down, does a little flip, and that's going to end the inning.
Oh, yeah.
Buster Posey, baseball ballet at its best. It's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. For Buster Posey, it'll look like this. It'll be Tomlinson, Panic, and Hunter Pence. Buster Posey in the cleanup spot. Then Nick Hundley. See what he's done this season against the D-backs. Slater, Crawford, Calixte, and then the Shark.
On the hill tonight for the Diamondbacks will be the left-handed pitcher Robbie Ray. 6'2", 195-pounder. He's 25 years of age. And for Robbie Ray, he's a 3-year veteran. This is what he's done at 24 starts this year. 13-5 with a 2.81 ERA. 196 strikeouts against 64 walks in 144 innings. And that tells you he has great stuff. How does he get you out? Well, you're going to see a fastball that'll go low to high 90s. He's got a big curveball and a slider and a changeup. The basic 4 pitches you see from a starter. Lifetime against the Giants in 6 career starts. He's only 1-0, but he is no, that's not true. 2-1 with a 2.19 ERA. Yeah. I don't know if I'm reading that right.
Well, I know for sure he's 2-1 lifetime, and one of those wins came this year in 3 starts or 2 starts. But he will challenge you, that's for sure. Tomlinson rolls it foul. It'll be right at Phil Nevin. Giants have lost their last 2. The D-backs have won their last 2. Did you see the final? Kansas City finally snaps that long winning streak that the Indians enjoyed, and so did we. Tomlinson on the ground to second. It's Descalzo, and he'll throw him out.
Let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defensively, starting in their outfield from left to right. It's going to be Blanco, Pollock, and Peralta. Marte and Lamb will be on the left side of the infield. Descalzo and Goldschmidt on the right side. Chris Herman, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Joe Panik. Joe Panik hitting .285, 10 home runs. He's got 49 runs batted in. And he looks at a pitch high in the strike zone. 1 ball and no strikes. He's had 3 hits in 8 lifetime at bats against Robbie Ray. And that's shot out of play. There's the man who picked up the souvenir. I think he handed it to his son, and his son said, "Can I keep it?" At the knees, 1-2.
Good fastball. You see a lot of fastballs at Robbie Ray. I mean, he likes that pitch, and it's a good one. He likes to work a quick pace, and he thinks fastball.
Look out.
Heads up.
I can hit a seat. Everybody all right? They're just looking for the ball, just so it didn't hit that little guy. So it's 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Robbie Ray from Brentwood, Tennessee. Signed out of high school originally with the Washington Nationals.
Panik down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Peralta has to dig it out. It died in the corner. And Joe Panik with a double.
Boy, and he continues to swing a hot bat. You make a location mistake, especially with an off-speed pitch up, he is going to make you pay. And Robbie Ray hangs this middle in just at the belt. And Joe Panik jumped on it. An easy 2-bagger.
So here's Hunter Pence. Hunter, 258, 11 home runs, 60 driven in. He's had 4 hits and 9 lifetime at bats against Robbie Ray. And first pitch swinging, and he fouls it out of play.
Robbie Ray coming right at him with 94. And that's exactly what Hunter Pence was sitting on.
Buster Posey to follow. And a base hit down the right field line. That's going to score Panik. And Hunter Pence backs up Panik with his own double. And it's 1-0.
And that sweatshirt says it all. Yes, yes, yes. Hunter Pence style. Goldschmidt, the first baseman for the D-backs, played way off the line of first base. And Hunter Pence simply beats the defense. Let's see how far off the base the first baseman Goldschmidt is.
So here's Buster Posey hitting at .318. 3 for 12 in his career at bats against Robbie Ray, and there's a big swing. He ain't gonna miss. Nick Hundley to follow. And Robbie Ray's pitch is wide. So the Giants on the board first. A couple of doubles. Ray started, then he spins around and chases Hunter Pence back. So anyway, that streak for the Indians, it ends at 22 in a row.
That's remarkable.
It is remarkable. It's hard to win 10 in a row.
Major league record, the 1916 Giants, 26 in a row.
And that gets right by Herman.
Yeah, that's a big pitch. You got a runner at third base now with one out. That changes everything.
So this is what Mike's talking about. 26 by the New York Giants, and then the Indians. Remember, the A's had 20 in 2002. Pretty remarkable.
Well, if the Indians were to go on and win the World Championship this year, on their rings, it would say 22.
Yeah, I bet it would. Posey down the right field line and out of play.
Yep. Don't bet against the Irish when it comes to digging out a baseball in the middle of a scrum.
That's exactly what she's saying, too.
Oh, yeah.
The D-backs have to pull the infield partially in. And Descalzo gets the one hopper. So not much you can do about that. 2 outs.
That had a little hair on it, too. That was a nice play from Descalzo. It winds up being a frustrating at bat for Posey, an RBI guy. That one standing out there 90 feet away with one out, and that's a rough trip back to the dugout when you don't get that run in.
Hundley hitting at 257. He's caught a lot lately. He's had 8 home runs, 30 driven in, 4 for 11 with a double and a home run lifetime against Robbie Ray. Swing and a miss. Giants won on Monday. That was the game that started at 10:50 p.m. Lost on Tuesday and Wednesday. Day off yesterday. Down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. The day offs now are coming just so fast we don't even know what to do. Monday and then Thursday again.
What is up with that?
I know.
5 off days in the month of September for the Giants, and a lot of them at home.
And 3 within 10 days. 1 and 2.
Well, I mean, get used to it, because Major League Baseball next year is going to give 4 additional days off to Major League Baseball players.
One and 2 to Hundley. Nice block by Herman. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, the runner at third base as a pitcher, if you have a good curveball and that's a strikeout pitch for you, you have to be able to have the confidence you can throw it in the dirt. And that was a good block. Curveball down. This is right there by design. I mean, we would have liked to have it be a little bit deeper, not bounce out in front of home plate. But still, he was trying to bounce it.
On the ground to third, and right there is Lamb. And that'll end the inning. So the Giants pick up a run on a couple of doubles. Panic, Pence, Back-to-back doubles. And the Giants will strike first. It's 1-0 after 1. By your California Ford dealers, August 6, 2017, versus the D-backs. It's Jeff Samardzija win. 6 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, 113 pitches. And oh, by the way, just for the fun of it, the Giants won 6-3. So here's Goldschmidt. And Goldschmidt takes a pitch inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Goldschmidt, Descalso, Marte. Inning number 2. 1-0 Giants. On a Friday night. Here at the corner of 3rd and King.
Diamondbacks lost Goldschmidt for a while. He really had a right elbow really get inflamed. He had to leave the team, go back and see a doctor in Arizona. I mean, he left during the Dodgers series, so you know it was a lot of pain for this guy to have to leave a lineup.
It would never happen against the Giants.
No. But he's had a sleeve on his right arm for the last couple of months. So they gave him a cortisone shot. He's back, good as ever. You see how he ranks in the National League, top 5 and everything.
It would never happen.
No, he doesn't miss a Giants series.
No.
He doesn't usually miss any series.
None whatsoever.
Another impressive year for the D-back slugger.
Panic can't get it. It's a base hit. So first hit for the D-backs. Goldsmith kind of took what Samardzija gave him.
Now he sees that breaking ball early, waits, and then had some hang in there, but he didn't get greedy with it. He's a no strider. Head stays very still. Waits and just throws it in the right. I mean, he made that look way too easy.
Here's the local kid, Daniel Descalso, who is playing a lot these days.
He's a UC Davis Aggie.
With Chris Owings on the DL, that's when Descalso's playing time increased a lot. There's a swing and a miss.
And that's the split. I mean, that's really when the Giants got Samardzija last year. He was throwing more of a forkball with the baseball really jammed between his forefinger and his middle finger. But it wasn't I mean, it was a nasty looking pitch if he had an 0-2 or 1-2 count, but he couldn't trust it 3-1, 3-2. Then they gave him a circle change grip he had better success with it. Then they went back to the split grip and they simply moved it up to his fingertips, and he got it to where he had a better feel of the pitch. And now all of a sudden it's a good changeup. Throws it 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. When it's most effective and fastball counts.
Descalzo has faced Samardzija 23 times. He's only had 4 hits in those at bats. Foul, out of play. So Descalzo take a little bit of a walk.
Oh yeah, there's a souvenir. Found a good home. Now he's already given it to her and she's given it back.
I got you. So you're covering for him.
Yeah. He was good with it.
Driven to right center field. Pence is on the move, and it's off the top of his glove. This is going to tie the game, and Descalzo is going to end up at third. It's 1-1. So it'll be a triple for Descalzo. There's no margin for error out of that area. If you miss it, it's going to be a triple.
And this ball really was hit well. It didn't really give Hunter Pence a lot of time to get over there. Now he's going to be upset about it. It would have been a brilliant play, but you know, guys feel if they get any kind of leather at all, they should make the play, and that's how Hunter Pence thinks. But it would have been the play of the week. That's our Expo. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
So here's Marte hitting in the 6th slot. 270, 5 home runs. He's got 15 runs driven in. And a shot right at Panic. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, gentlemen, Gorkys Hernandez is not available this evening, listed as day-to-day. Skipper Bruce Bochy announcing before the game that he has suffered a left wrist sprain. I talked to Gorkys earlier, and he said it's not too bad. He thinks he tweaked it while swinging about 3 weeks ago and continued to try and play through it as all players would. He's hoping to be back Sunday, the latest Tuesday. Dwayne?
Right. So that's the news about Gorkys Hernandez. Here's A.J. Pollock. Giants pull the infield in. And Pollock takes a strike. Pollock 3 for 11 against Samardzija in his career. There's a hearty group. Descalzo at third. Samardzija at the belt. Tries to run it in again on Pollock, and Pollock took this one. Pollock injured. So he lost a lot of at-bats with his injury. He's got 10 home runs and 40 runs batted in, but if he were to play an entire season, I figure he'd have probably 20 home runs and close to 100 RBIs. He's that good a player. So he taps this one to Crawford. Crawford's going to come home, and they got him.
That was not easy. I mean, ideally, if you put the go on contact play, and a lot of teams do with runner third base and 1 out, that's the ideal ground ball you're looking for. And this was not an easy play for Crawford, and he throws this thing to the backhand of Hundley, who makes a nice play going across his body, then comes back and makes a tag to Descalzo. And that's an exceptional play.
So the D-backs are not going to challenge. They take the out. And now there's a runner at first with 2 outs as Pollock reaches on the fielder's choice. Nice play by both Crawford and Hundley. And here's Chris Herman. Herman's got power. He's got 9 home runs. He's only hitting 173, and he does have a little bit of ownage on Samardzija. He's 5 for 13 against Samardzija. And a soft toss, and back is A.J. Pollock. Pollock's got 19 steals, so you have to keep an eye on him. Samardzija at the belt, and a line drive down the left field line. It's going to be up to Slater to make sure that he keeps this in front of him. He does, and Robbie Ray is going to come up with runners at second and third, and you got to be careful with Robbie Ray because he's hitting 271. And when we break it down for Robbie Ray, he's 13 for 48. So really what that means is he's going to put the ball in play. And the pitch is wide, 1 ball and no strikes.
Dave Greshner talking over with Bruce Bochy. That usually means somebody's got a ding.
Yeah, it usually means he's seen something on the field that he doesn't like as far as how somebody's moving around. And this is going to get Samardzija out of the inning. And the Gold Glover will take it, and that'll end the inning. So pretty amazing. 3 hits, 2 of them extra base hits, and 1 run. It's tied.
Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota, the full-line automaker with the longest-lasting vehicles in America. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, the 2018 season tickets are available. Guarantee your seat location with a $500 per seat deposit. It's your chance to swing for the fences, take batting practice at AT&T Park with a season ticket deposit. Giant sales executives are sitting by to assist you at 415-972-2298 or visit sfgiants.com/season. I've never seen them standing. They are sitting by.
They are sitting by. Although with the desks now, they can raise the desk and they can stand.
They can. They don't know how it works, but that's fine. Here's Slater. A 1-1 ball game. Slater, Crawford, Calixte. Slater hitting at 286. He's got 3 home runs, 15 driven in.
They're still going to handle him with kid gloves. He had, missed 6 weeks, and then he came back and then he had 3 days in the minor leagues. But their season ended. And that's all the at bats that he got. So the way they're going to handle him is play start a game, then rest a game. I mean, they're not quite ready to start him 2 games in a row. See what he's done this year. I mean, he's really been impressive, especially against left-handers.
And this time Robbie Ray. Did he strike him out?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. So strikeout number 1. Here's Crawford.
So the aquarium out in left field, the new part of the section just behind the bleachers in left field. And is that Sammer? Yep.
Sammer swimming with the fishes.
I think he's swimming for the fishes.
Crawford high and foul down the left field line and out of play.
Oh yeah. Well, somebody may have spilled a little beer.
Calixte to follow. It's a 1-1 ball game. Robbie Ray with this will be pitch number 30 for him. And it's down low. 2 balls and a strike.
Diamondbacks play Crawford pretty straight away. Pollock, the center fielder, about 4 steps towards left center. Other than that, it's pretty respectful.
2-2.
And by respectful, I mean they have to respect that Crawford can hit the ball from line to line. He uses the whole field.
And Crawford out swinging. So Robbie Ray with 2 strikeouts here in the second.
Man, those last 2 fastballs were right where he wanted to put them, just above the hands, middle in, to get the swing throughs from Crawford. You can't throw a better mistake than that. They set the outside target as the intended location, so that's a good miss right there.
So here's Calixte. And he drives it into left center field. On the move is Gregor Blanco, and that's a familiar sight as he runs it down to end the inning. After 2, it's 1-1.
at your Bay Area Mercedes-Benz dealers.
Well, check out Sunday to Sunday. Former 49er quarterback Jeff Garcia, one of our favorites, has joined Dave Feldman, one of our favorites, and Dennis Brown, one of our favorites, on the official pre- and post-game shows of the team. And in-depth 49ers coverage every night with insider Matt Mayoko, one of our favorites, on NBCSportsBayArea.com. So Sunday to Sunday, home of the authentic 49ers fan is NBC Sports Bay Area.
Now, some people might say that we have to say that about those guys. We don't.
No, they're good guys.
Well, maybe one of those three we had to say it, but won't tell you who it is. Peralta takes outside to even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Peralta struck out in the first inning. Here he sits sharply on the ground to Joe Panic, and that's out number 1. Well, tomorrow is the annual Fiesta Gigante celebration. It's presented by Coors Light. You can join us in Lot A from 3 to 6. For more information, visit sfgiants.com/Fiesta Gigantes. Here's Blanco. Blanco rolled out to Joe Panic, his old teammate. Here he takes a strike.
Giants know exactly how Blanco will approach his at-bats. He sits on a fastball, and he stays on it. First pitch from Samardzija was a little curveball.
Tapped in front of the plate, or they're going to call it foul. No, they call it fair?
Yeah.
Gregor. Worst at bat of the year, Gregor.
Well,
not necessarily your fault, but my goodness.
What is the exit velocity on this one? All right, here we go. This is hard to do. Good split, bite, and that was it. Rolls back onto the plate. You, my friend, are out. And that is a rough at bat.
Gregor's going, no, no, no. By the way, we're watching the Brewers and the Marlins, and you do know that they're playing in Milwaukee, and Miami is the home team because of Hurricane Irma. That series switched to Milwaukee, but it's kind of odd watching Milwaukee in their home whites, and they are the visitors, and they have the lead, by the way, in the 9th, or in the 8th inning. This is Lamb, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. And this is lined right at Slater, and he makes the catch. Samardzija is going to hit first.
By Los Gigantes Lager, a Mexican-style lager from Anchor Brewing and the San Francisco Giants.
It is a 1-1 ball game. And Jeff Samardzija is going to lead things off. And Samardzija takes a pitch down low. 1 ball to no strikes. Yeah, those are the comfy seats. Next year, we have ordered those seats for our broadcast. Swinging a foul, and that got Herman good. And they're going to let Herman show Mike that picture again so he can see it. The beautiful seats that we've ordered for next year.
Yeah, we'll see. The problem, if we had those seats, we'd fall asleep in the 4th inning. And they make your feet happy, though. She's got happy feet.
There you go. Yeah. See, we could do a game from there. What would be wrong with that?
I'm all about doing a game from there. But then again, I'm telling you, 5th inning, we're going to be in trouble.
Well, on the ground, a big hopper to the third baseman Lamb. 1 out. Well, this season you can stream every NBC Sports Bay Area Giants broadcast on your desktop or mobile device. Stream the Giants on the go on the NBC Sports app. Well, if we did games from there, there'd have to be some rules. 1, we didn't have to keep score. Somebody could do that for us.
That's true. And
2, we could have 1 cocktail.
Well, no, it's got to be 2 or none.
Here's Tomlinson. 3, we could eat while we did the game. That would have to be.
That would be an Emmy Award-winning performance.
It would.
It would be the last one we ever do.
Well, probably. But foul, not a play. By the way, we were talking about that Milwaukee game. While we were talking about it, Neil Walker hit a grand slam, and now Milwaukee leads Miami 7-2. So that's in the area where the seats are, where we're going to do a game from next year.
Dad made good use of his glove.
Look out, right back up the middle. Tomlinson with a 1-out hit.
You know, I mean, we know Robbie Ray as a pitcher. He's a good athlete. He can hit, run a little bit. But we just found out that this guy is world class when it comes to dodgeball. And let's watch how good he is. That's world class. Because that ball was hit right on the button. And remember, he got hit early in the year in the head.
So none of that is going to make you feel very good when you get one back at you like Tomlinson just did.
He spent some considerable time on the disabled list. And I guarantee that there were a few gasps out there on the mound. And you know, when that happens after you've been hit in the head, when you go back out there and a ball comes back at you and you can smell it and see it, hear it, which you can do all 3 of those things, it can rattle your concentration.
Double play ball. And that'll end the inning. After 3, it remains a 1-1 ball game.
By Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store. And by Provident Credit Union Super Reward Checking. We pay you.
So, here at AT&T Park, it's a 1-1 ball game. And it'll be Goldschmidt to lead things off. Goldschmidt with a single in the second, and then he lifts a flare to left, and Slater's going to come in and make the catch.
Well, following the game on Wednesday the 20th, fans will have the opportunity to take a special sunset cruise with John Miller. Your special event package will include a ticket to see the Giants take on the Rockies and access to the California Spirit, where John will share stories from his career in baseball. And folks, he is amazing with his storytelling. Complimentary food and beverage. Check out this unique event at sfgiants.com/special events.
Descalzo tripled in a run in the second, and he takes a strike. Well, it does, however long that cruise is, it's not long enough. High and foul and out of play. It's a ball, or make it no balls and 2 strikes. And it's high to Descalzo. Marte to follow. Outside 2-2. Three hits in the game. The line's exactly even for both teams. A run on 3 hits. Out of play.
That's a late cut. Just got up the bat from Descalzo. One thing about Samardzija, I mean, he can really put different movement on the fastball just by changing the grips. He cut the ball into a lefty. He could run it away with sink.
Hit well into left center field, but Calixte's got a beat on it. 2 outside. Let's check in with Amy G again. Amy.
All right, gentlemen, the coveted Willie Mack Award winner will be announced on September 29th prior to the Giants-Padres game. It's going to be a special night for sure. Past winners will be invited to take part in the ceremonies, and now fans get a chance to weigh in and cast a vote on who they think is worthy. Now, the overall fan vote winner equals 1 vote, so you need to go to sfgiants.com/Willie Mack to vote, and voting ends midnight tonight, so get going, guys.
All right. Marte takes a strike. He lined out to Joe Panik in the 2nd inning. And here checks his swing, and it's a ball and a strike.
Good split. I mean, he really has shown all of his pitches tonight, and that was going to be one of the keys.
Rolls over on this one, and Panik will make another play. And Jeff Samardzija with a very nice 1-2-3 4th inning. Pence, Posey, Hundley coming up.
your Bay Area Mercedes-Benz dealers. September 14th of 1986, 31 years ago yesterday, here at Candlestick Park, Bob Brindley playing third base. He's a catcher. Committed a major league record 4 errors in 1 inning, which led to 400 runs scored for the Braves. But Brindley turned all his misfortunes into the ultimate hum-baby game by hitting a walk-off home run off Paul Ossenbacher, and the Giants would win 7-6. And there he is, best catcher I ever threw to, Bob Brindley.
Look, he's being interviewed because of that. That's great. If he hadn't made those errors, he would not have that microphone being stuck in his face right now.
Well, his partner Steve Berthume on the left. Todd Walsh is on the microphone doing the interviewing.
Yeah, that's Todd. I'm not sure I've ever seen two guys actually doing the game being interviewed by someone else.
Well, that's kind of a first.
Maybe Todd's the big act in this deal. Skied out into right center field, and Peralta will make the catch. So here's Buster Posey.
But that really was what Roger Craig said was the hump baby day, his favorite, because Brindley was set up to be such a goat, and it wasn't just the 1 home run walk-off that he had. I mean, he had a big day. I think he had 4 RBIs, maybe even more, or 3 hits. But it was just, he said that he kind of got glazed over, went into a coma after the 4 errors in 1 inning.
Wasn't his fault. He shouldn't have been out there in the first place.
I tip my cap for him taking the assignment to be a third baseman. And you're right, he was a catcher. But he was a great athlete, is a great athlete.
Buster takes a strike. He hit a 1-hopper very sharply to Descalzo and was retired.
Of course, I mean, there are certain criteria as to how you rate and judge a guy's athleticism. You know, and certain things enable you to call him a great athlete. For me, Bob Brindley in spring training, we had a rain day where we were doing all of our throwing in a gym. He caught 8 bullpens in the gym, 8 with his shin guards on, and afterwards he went underneath the backboard with a basketball and he two-handed jammed with a cigarette in his mouth. That to me makes him a great athlete.
Well, I don't think he'd have been able to do it if he hadn't had a cigarette in his mouth.
But I mean, you catch 8 bullpens and go out there and two-hand dunk, standing right underneath the basket. I mean, straight up and do it. And Brindley's what, 6'1"?
Yes. It was one of the most incredible feats we've ever seen.
Standing ovation from the boys.
Here's Unley. And as you see what Robbie Ray does, he will pound you with that fastball.
It's a good one. It gets on you quick.
Kevin Skillings, Mr. Incredible. He's been part of what we do here at the ballpark since our early days when we all started at Candlestick. And there's a shot and it's caught by Lamb. And that's going to end the inning. So Kevin, work your magic. Get us out without any mess ups. He's trying not to laugh. It's 1-1.
Good, Treese.
Chicago's way on September 4th of this year. J.D. Martinez had a 4-home run game against the Dodgers in L.A. It's the 18th time it's been done. Rich Hill gave up the first one, then Baez, and then Fields, and then Wilmer Font. An interesting note on this one. It's the first time it's ever happened where a player had more home runs, 4, than the opponent had hits, of which the Dodgers only had 3.
Wow.
You can find these things if you look really hard. And
Nuggets.
Found that one right before I took a nap and put it together.
Well, Bob Brentley said that nobody has ever hit a ball right-handed into the McCovey Cove in this field. He asked me that. I said, that's true. He said, well, J.D. Martinez can do it. He's hitting a lot of these bombs to right field. They're going about 450.
So Margin knocks it down. He'll pick it up. And a little soft toss in the dirt. Posey not a problem. 1 out.
So keep coming up with these nuggets. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes you got to help the truck out.
That throw to first base is the best changeup that Samardzija's thrown tonight.
And he threw it to a catcher. First pitch foul.
Hey, you said this in the first inning, but it's continued to be true this whole game. The D-backs are coming off the bench hacking. They know Samardzija's going to be around the plate, and they're not wasting any time. They are in the go mode.
$13 more games after this one. And one more trip. Giants will go to L.A. and Arizona. So that's 6. So the Giants still have more home games than road games left. There's a pitch high and wide. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing. You're going to miss. 2-2. Herman had a double down the left field line in the second. And the 2-2. Hit out into right center field. Pence on the move, and Hunter Pence will track it down. Former Giant, and he was a good Giant. Him over here is Ray Durham from 03 to 08. Yep, he's a good man. He's really a good guy too.
Great to see him back at the yard. Yeah, he was one of our favorites.
Was he one of those guys that had to walk from one clubhouse to the other?
Yeah,
I think he was.
And was it with Milwaukee in town?
I think it was.
I mean, gets the ballpark. He's a Giant. Gets told he's going to the Brewers, and he walks to the other clubhouse.
I think if I remember the story correctly, they had a deal done with maybe a game left between the two teams, and he asked them to wait to announce it till after the final game of that series. There's a walk-off he hit against the A's. He didn't want to really disrupt everything in the middle of a series. So here it's 1-2 to Robbie Ray. And he rolls this one foul. He had a really great year in 2003. That was the year the Giants could not get past the Florida Marlins. They lost that heartbreaker and Jose Cruz drop fly ball. I think the Giants won 100 games that year. Felipe Alou's first year.
Saw him there with his wife Regina on the right, sitting with his friend Steph Kutzman. Talking ball.
Bright lights, man. The sun's out.
Future's so bright, you got to wear shades.
3-2. Robbie Ray popped out to Crawford in the second. At the time we said he can hit. This time he strikes out, and that'll end the inning. Both Samardzija and Robbie Ray are in good rhythm right now. It's 1-1.
Break. It's brought to you by T-Mobile. Tomorrow's starter is going to be Zach Greinke taking on Madison Bumgarner. A duel of aces. And you can see that game here on NBC Bay Area. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. Actually, it's on NBC Bay Area, not NBC Sports Bay Area. John Miller and I will be doing the game. Join us at 6 o'clock for first pitch.
So I'm off?
No, not so fast, my friend. You're doing radio tomorrow.
Okay. Slater right now is not picking up Robbie Ray, although that gentleman right there is wearing his kid. It's great.
Every time I see a kid in that halter, I think his name is Carlos.
Here's the pitch to Slater. It's a strike.
Well, happy birthday, John Paul. That babe. He's got a brother named George Ringo.
0-2. Out of play.
Oh yeah, they're styling. It is Marvel superheroes night tonight. I'm not sure what superheroes they are, but they gotta be somebody.
It's an open invitation to dress weirder than a lot of people do on a Friday night when they come out here. See?
Yep. Wears it well.
He's had this thing in his garage, and he's, you know, where can I wear this? Hey, guess what, honey?
Bring it to the yard.
1-2. Yeah. Or just come with a foam finger and a beer.
Yeah, don't leave home without your foam finger. Foam finger was a big hit with my kids. But the problem was, if you had them wearing the foam fingers in the car, after a while they're trying to stick it in each other's nose.
Well, I'm not shocked by that at all. So Slater in a battle as he steps out. And Robbie Ray's ready. And he got him again.
That's a good curveball. Well, if you need help with a consumer problem, you can contact NBC Bay Area Response or Telemundo 48 Responde. In just 1 year, they've recovered more than $1 million for Bay Area consumers. So call 1-888-996-TIPS or visit NBCBayArea.com/response. Whether in English or Spanish, they respond to every call, every email.
So here's Crawford. Crawford struck out swinging in the second.
200th strikeout this year for Robbie Ray, second straight year with 200 plus. You're striking out 200 people in a year. You have great stuff. Period. And he's feeling it right now. And of all the lefties he's faced this year, 115, he's struck out 48 of them now. You know what that is? That's job security.
Also means you could go to the bullpen and be a left-handed specialist.
That's exactly why it's job security, like John Candelaria. I mean, you can pitch in the rotation till you're 36 and then go to the bullpen till you're 44. Well, it found a good home. Can't believe it.
Very high. It's 2-2. As I mentioned, both Robbie Ray and Jeff Samardzija in good rhythms. And Crawford out swinging for the second time. Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote and get live stats on your TV, and you can change the way you experience TV with Xfinity One. Here's Calixe, who lined out to left field in the second. Loves that first pitch, but this time he gets a breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball.
And that thing is late. It is big and it is just snapping. I bet that's a curveball you can hear coming in. And I'm not making it up. When the guy gets a good rotation on a good curveball, it'll have a hum coming through that strike zone.
Well, Robbie Ray, the way he's throwing, he's looking to strike out the side.
Well, he ranks first in his fastball being very hard to hit.
And he does strike out the side on the breaking ball in the dirt. Through 5, it remains 1-1.
authority of the San Francisco Giants and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Well, holding the powerful accountable is more important than ever, and NBC Bay Area's investigative unit is doing just that, changing 25 laws and policies and investigating billions in dollars. Count on the one station invested in making a difference for you. NBC Bay Area, we investigate. Here it's 1-1, and the D-backs top of the lineup is up, and Peralta drives when fouled down the left field line and out of play. Peralta is struck out, and he's rolled out to panic. Foul again. It's 0-2.
You mentioned the rhythms that both of these pitchers are in right now, and it's a good one. It's a type of rhythm where they're getting pretty high pitch performance on all of their pitches. Breaking balls are quick, the sink is big, the velocity is good. Man making a play. It's our ball dude, Matt Davenport, down the third base side. And that's Russ Meager over on the first base side, applauding fellow ball dude.
Buster Posey will charge, gather it in, get the out, and let's go to Amy G.
All right, gentlemen, it is time for our Giants in the Community. It is brought to you by PG&E. Corey Guerin today getting his hands dirty along with employees from PG&E. They assembled bikes that are going to be donated to the YMCA Treasure Island Bike Program, courtesy of PG&E. The kids were also treated to a behind-the-scenes workplace tour and learned about operating electric safety and careers at PG&E. Giants and PG&E very proud supporters of YMCA and their mission to create a safe and happy community for youth. Fun day, gentlemen.
So nice job by Corey Guerin as Gregor Blanco takes a strike. That's kind of small version of Undercover Boss right there.
There you go.
Which sometimes that show comes on as you're flipping around and you can get hooked. Depending on what the job is, you can kind of get hooked. And the disguise the person has to wear. You got the really bad mustache. You're going, that's not working.
No.
There's a call strike. And then you're thinking, if the employees can't recognize him as your boss, maybe I don't want them to be the employees.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, a guy puts on a bad mustache and you can't figure that out.
2-2. Of course, we don't really know how many shows they tape where the people look and go, you're not fooling me. Doesn't really make for a good show.
Well, I think they have to kind of go along with it because they don't want to tick off the boss, right?
Yeah. I think these people should come to the Giants as Blanco strikes out and have Larry do something, you know, like
Larry Bear be the undercover boss?
Yeah.
He could do that.
I think they had to do that.
Well, a reminder, the 19th is Bay Area Unite Night with the San Jose Sharks. Your special event package will include a Giants Sharks beanie and a ticket to the Giants Rockies game. Reminder, you want the beanie, you need a ticket. You need a ticket, go to sfgiants.com/special events.
Tom Stathakis. I'd love to find a job for Tom. It would be great. Come to us. We'll help you out. Is Lamb takes the ball. That's 2 balls and no strikes.
Tom is our boss with NBC Sports Bay Area. Yeah. I could slot him into a number of things.
Oh, are you kidding?
Critique people.
There's a called strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2. I can see Larry being the bartender at the Gotham Club. What do you think?
Larry Bear, I like that one. We had to put that mustache on him though. Larry Baer, the Giants CEO, president.
Foul back. It stays at 2-2.
Samardzija's feeling good on that fastball. He's getting swing and misses with it. But that last one, Lamb was on.
Yes, he was. Remember, he's got some ownage. There's the folks in the Gotham Club. Got him. Fourth strikeout, and Samardzija is going to lead things off. And here in the bottom of the sixth, it'll be Samardzija, who rolled out to third, and then Tomlinson, and then Panic. Giants have not had a hit since the third. The D-backs have not had a hit since the second. And Samardzija on a pitch away with a big swing and a miss.
He is looking for one thing.
Yep, down and in.
Fastball. His batting practice is it's really entertaining because he hits them long and he hits them far. But he's kind of got one spot.
Yep.
One speed that he can cover. Not a good breaking ball hitter. Not a good off-speed hitter. Not a good middle away hitter. Hard stuff middle in, that's his chance.
Down the left field line, a base hit.
And that was a breaking ball. Robbie Ray has not hung many, but this one was up. He got a little lazy with it. And Samardzija jumps all over in a two-strike count. Take a look at the height. So Samardzija puts himself on to start the inning off.
It's his sixth hit of the season. Here's Kelby Tomlinson. And Specs with a little bloop to left. And it's going to be caught by Gregor Blanco. One way or the other, they were going to get an out. If it's trapped, Samardzija would have been forced at second. A nice play by Blanco.
Well, we've seen this so many times when Blanco had the Giants uniform on. I mean, he just does so many things defensively out there that make you shake your head. I mean, he picked this thing off and it was almost on the ground. And he is a forever Giant. It does still look strange to see him in the Diamondback uni.
Yes, it does. Here's Panic. Panic, a double, and then a double play ball. Outside, 1 ball and no strikes.
Panic has hit Ray well. Talking about what Ray has done against lefties, struck out just almost, well, probably around 45% of the lefties he's faced. Not Joe Panic. Pitch count has not even been talked about tonight for either one of these pitchers. It is rock and roll, shoot, fire, and rock.
Almost to the backstop. It's 3-0.
This becomes a big series now. I mean, down the count 3-0. Remember one thing about Samardzija, he can run. So Robbie Ray taking a bit of a walk, trying to refocus.
Right there for a strike. It's 3-1. This is one where if you're Panic, he might have had the green light, but you hope that you get one down the middle of the plate, and that's where you got it. He won't take this one if it's in the same spot. Three and two.
Yeah, now Panic's taking the walk and have a little refocus session. He swung at ball 4. And I think it had everything to do with taking 3-0.
Yeah, I think you're right. And a swing and a foul back, so we'll do it again.
Well, he's 25. Happy birthday. And he is a Cal Poly alumni. Played baseball for Poly, it looks like. So happy birthday, Meat.
Yeah. What is it? My star's so bright, I need something.
Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades.
Down the left field line, Blanco again on the move, and he can't get this one. And Samardzija is going to put on the brakes. So that'll put runners at first and second. Second hit for Joe Panic, and here's Hunter Pence.
Yeah, another great at bat in a 2-strike count. Get a little slice on the fly ball, and Blanco just could not catch up to the slice. Ball just worked its way just off the tip of the glove, and now he's upset because he thought he should have caught it. It would have been a great play. Now, if you're Samardzija, I mean, you really can't get too greedy with 1 out. And make sure that ball is going to get dropped. So he now is in score position. Wound up being another nice at bat from Joe Panic off Robbie Ray.
Here's Hunter Pence. Pence a double and a fly ball to right. And he takes low. No swing. Pence's double went right down the right field line. Ground ball past Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt has not changed his positioning. He's still off the line. Nope. It's 2-0.
Saw Chris Herman, the catcher, try to pull the Utter back into the strike zone. Gotta be careful because some umpires get upset if you try to pull balls that are outside back in the strike zone. I don't like it.
There's a strike. He took something off.
You could do it once in a while, but do it every pitch on a corner pitch, sooner or later you don't get the call.
They get ticked off. I agree. Pence on the ground again. And Goldschmidt will throw to first. It's not in time. Ball gets away. And Samardzija's going to score. And the Giants take the lead. Tough break for Robbie Ray. But as Hunter Pence goes, he can run.
The ball away again, almost no backswing from Pence. Really gets out of the box well. Now it's a foot race between Ray and Pence. And first base umpire Ben May says no, he's safe. And watch, Robbie Ray never knew he didn't have the ball.
Yeah, he thought it was in his glove. So that was pretty interesting.
So Mike Butcher going to come out and talk about it.
So an error on Robbie Ray allows the run to score.
So do they rule no hit?
No, base hit.
Okay, base hit and an error. Let's take a look at where the ball hits Ray in the glove. I mean, he had it, and then he hits the chest of Hunter Pence, and that's what kicked the ball out.
Hunter's hurting that, holding that right wrist. So here's Buster Posey. Giants with a 2-1 lead. And a strike, and it's 0-1. Panic at third, Pence at first. Oh, 2.
So back-to-back breaking balls and quickly on top 0-2. Now watch Hunter Pence as he goes down, jams his wrist into the ground.
And it could be either wrist that bothered him.
As big as he is, he's kind of a thoroughbred racehorse. He's got thin ankles and thin wrists. He is built for speed.
In Buster's last at bat, Robbie Ray kind of lulled him to death with breaking balls, and then Buster took a fastball for a called third strike. He's in the same spot to try to do it again. What the heck is going on?
Now Posey is a very good fastball hitter. But the point you make about being set up with a couple of slow breaking balls can really enhance the look of that fastball on a 2-strike count.
Got him.
3 pitches, 3 breaking balls, and again Posey cannot cash in with a runner at third base and less than 2 outs.
Well, 3 pretty good pitches to Buster Posey, and here's Hundley. Hundley lined out to third to end the 4th. And the first pitch is up high, 1 ball and no strikes. Hundley waited on Robbie Ray, and the lefty kicks and deals, and it's in the dirt. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Chris Herman's made some nice plays today or tonight. Blocking balls in the dirt with a runner at third base, and you can add this one to the list. Textbook perfect.
Tap foul.
So a 2-0 big curveball. Gives you an idea of the confidence that Ray's got in that breaking ball.
Well, he's now really it was fastball for the first 5 innings, and when he gets in trouble here in the 6th, it's been a lot of breaking balls.
And he's definitely got fastball embedded in the minds of the Giants hitters. Yeah, they're off speed pitch. He's got a base to play with here with 2 outs.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Pence goes, and that'll end the inning. Nice job by Robbie Ray to limit the damage.
NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. By AAA. Get a free canvas backpack. Restrictions apply. Go to AAA.com/roadtrip or to a AAA branch for details. By Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. And by Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV.
Giants with a 2-1 lead. It's 0-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. We are in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
93-mile-an-hour cut. It's a big movement for that type of velocity.
On deck is Descalzo and then Marte. And this is fouled out of play. and the high fastball. And it's 1-2. Got him.
Elevate above the hands. Perfect placement.
Well, Giants coverage is not over after the post-game show. The McCovey Chronicles, Grant Brisbee and Therese Vignal. Well, they're going to bring you a fresh take on the game and the season on the Giants Outsiders right after post-game live. So here's Descalzo, who tripled in a run in the second.
Oh. Well, as a breaking ball, kind of squirted out.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Does make you shake your head a bit.
We should mention the good time that we had last night as you look at this pitch.
Well, it's hard to analyze that one, but that look right there says it all. And we did have a great time last night. There was a gala here at the ballpark.
Little pop-up that is going to fall. And overrunning it is Calixte, but Descalzo stays at first. Hunter Pence, a good effort, getting up painfully.
Yeah, it's an A+ effort right there, and he almost pulled it off.
Easy, Hunter, stay up. Looks like his back is bothering him. His right wrist is bothering him.
Hey, it's September.
My goodness.
Everybody's dinged up. But last night, the gala was a fundraiser for pediatric cancer as we watched the effort from Hunter Pence. He almost gets it to a low backhander. Buster and Kristen Posey spent a lot of time with this particular charity, and it's very emotional. UCSF, Benioff Children's Hospital is the benefactor, and we got a chance to meet some real heroes last night, researchers and doctors.
Yeah, Dr. Anderson, Dr. Lowe, and it was one of those nights where there were laughs and tears, and when you got in your car or if you walked home, you felt really good about the night. Let's put it that way.
They raised a lot of money.
And that man there and his wife Kristen really behind all of it.
You know, Buster and Kristen are not the type of people that pat themselves on the back either. I mean, they're very quiet about how they go about supporting the charity, but they really commit themselves.
And a base hit into center field. So moving up will be Descalzo. So Pollock is going to hit. Hunter Strickland was there with his wife Shelley, and they just had a baby. So we asked the obvious question, well, who's watching the baby? I said, well, Kelby Tomlinson and his wife Tiffany.
You know, who better to give it to, right?
Yeah, give it to an infielder who's got good hands.
And is fast.
So yeah, so Specs, Tiffany, babysitters, which I've been there, so I know. Here's Pollock. You know, when you're the single guy on the team, and not that Tomlinson is, more talking about myself, when you throw it out there, you offer, hey, you know what, you want to go out some night, I'll watch the kids. You don't mean it.
Don't ever say that to a young couple with a new baby.
But they take you up on it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we'll be back in about 4 days.
On the ground and a fair ball. Well, that's going to tie the game. And Marte's got great speed, and they're going to wave him in. And Crawford's off-balance throw is going to be late. They'll go to third, and out at third is Pollock, but the D-backs take the lead. That'll be a double, 2 RBIs. So no shutdown inning as that ball just kind of stayed in, and Pollock spun around on that 95.
He did. The only way you get to that is if you're looking for it. Just manages somehow to keep that thing in the fair territory.
So here's Chris Herman.
So the Giants do manage to get it out, and that is a big play, getting that runner at third. The play goes 7-6-2-5 if you're keeping score at home.
Strikeout to Goldschmidt, and then Descalzo and Marte, and then Pollock hurt him. Herman's 1 for 2. This is high out into right center field, and Hunter Pence is going to get there and make the catch. Hunter is not moving very well, folks. It's 3-2 D-backs. To lead for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I just want to go and say hello to you guys before I get out of town.
And both teams, as you can see, with 6 hits. And now Robbie Ray, the D-backs were ready to pinch hit for Robbie Ray, but all of a sudden a double that knocked in 2 runs, and Robbie Ray goes back out there. And here he's going to be facing Slater, Crawford, and Calixte here in the 7th. And the first pitch to Slater is inside for a ball.
A couple of gamers from Reno wearing their colors. That was Derek and Barbie.
And at the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. Robbie Ray with 8 strikeouts.
Well, he's been a puzzle tonight for Slater.
And Crawford, both of them have struck out twice.
And when you're a young hitter like Slater is, and a guy's got 2 strikeouts on you, I mean, you're thinking about not getting the hat trick as you step in that batter's box, and here he is in a 1-2 count.
Pop up out of play.
Robbie Ray trying to get just above the hands. Who's the best shutdown guy in the league? Well, you're looking at it. Robbie Ray has had 43 opportunities to pitch a shutdown inning. He's been successful 38 times. And that's a stat you want to lead the league in.
Two and two.
Well, reach back velocity at 97.
.95 pitches.
Saw Archie Bradley, the right-hander, getting ready in the D-backs bullpen.
So the payoff pitch, a big pitch here to lead off the 7th. And you got him again.
Backdoor breaking ball on a 3-2. Well, check out MLB TV every night, every device. Check out MLB.tv for details.
So here's Crawford.
Well, it is superhero night. I think he made that himself.
I think he did, yeah.
That's a pretty good version of Thor if you're making it in your garage.
So Crawford on the ground to Goldschmidt. So 1-1 pitch. Crawford's retired, and here's Calixte.
There's a Ninja Turtle, and yeah, now the world is right. I got my hat on.
Look, if you're going to be a Ninja Turtle, you got to play it out.
Yeah, you do.
You're going to eat with that thing on.
And I bet he does. I think he takes that assignment seriously.
No balls and 1 strike.
Just flat out challenge with a fastball. Next pitch will be number 100 for Robbie Ray. Still throwing 96, 97. And Robbie Ray is a max out guy. I mean, he comes at you with a lot of effort.
And that'll end the inning. And that's 10 strikeouts. We'll head to the 8th. It's 3-2 D-backs. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. 3-2 lead. Robbie Ray's been very good. Pollock has got the go-ahead double down the left field line. Samardzija has been good as well. And Hunter Pence, who's now left the game, has a couple of hits and an RBI. Gorkis Hernandez is now in right field. As Raymond Fuentes is going to lead things off. He'll be pinch hitting for Robbie Ray. And he lines it foul. So there's Gorkis. Hernandez hitting .248. He's got 30 hits and 121 at bats. Really nice job by Robbie Ray. And that next pitch is high. Samardzija with 96 pitches.
Well, for Samardzija, I mean, right now, if he gets anybody on base, he's going to be out of this game.
He's got 3 left-handed hitters coming up. 1-2.
But I mean, I think that's a motivator. Samardzija wants to stay in this game, get a chance for a win. He trails by 1, but Bochy, Dave Righetti, I'm sure, told him, all right, you let anybody get on base, you're out.
Two and 2 on the high fastball.
And he's still throwing 96 after 98 pitches.
Out of play down the left field line.
Six hits, 2 runs, 1 earned run, 10 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 10 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch.
Here's the 2-2 to Fuentes. And he got him. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
All right, gentlemen, we have had so much fun shooting G-Mag this entire season, and it's hard to believe the series finale is going to air on Sunday immediately following Giants post-game live. So, of course, we're going to try and hit it out of the park, literally and figuratively. I spend the day with Bam Bam Newlands, the Giants hitting instructor, and yeah, we take each other on in a simulated game. And if you want to know who wins, you're going to need to watch the show. Gentlemen?
All right, I know who my money's on.
Don't bet against A to G.
Are you kidding?
They don't call her the gamer for nothing.
On the ground, it's Buster Posey. He'll take it himself. I have to just tell a really short story about dinner tonight. Amy does not do fish. And Mike laid a piece of fish on Amy's dessert.
She was not she was not entertained.
She took a triple look at that. It was like, did you just put a piece of fish on my dessert?
Yeah, Amy does not do fish.
Oh.
She thought about calling me a bad name. Thought about it.
Everybody laughed pretty hard, I got to tell you.
Including Amy the Gamer.
Yeah. It's 0-1 to Gregor Blanco. Swing. Ain't gonna miss. Nothing in 2.
Yeah, that's just good second stage hop on that fastball. 104 pitches deep, and Samardzija like Bumgarner. I mean, and Matt Cain in his heyday with the fastball, they would build the fastball as the night would go on. And the big man stretched out. That's why 100 pitch count on these guys is it means nothing. They got a body built for 150 pitches.
And Blanco out swinging to end the inning. So the Giants will face a new pitcher. It'll be a right-hander.
Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. In the bottom of the 8th, all three Alou brothers played the Giants outfield. In left field was Matty Alou, in center field was Felipe, and right field was Jesus. And that's our McDonald's True Stories. When I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah. It's 3-2 D-backs. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. And Denard Span will be leading this 8th inning off. And he takes high, 1 ball and no strikes.
75 strikeouts in 66 innings for the D-back setup man Archie Bradley. He's a hard thrower, mid to high 90s with a fastball. He's got a curveball, slider, and a changeup. When they originally got Bradley, they wanted him to be a starter. And he's got the 4 pitches, the 2 different types of fastball that he can use. Denard Span. Pinch hitting for Samardzija. Well, that's a break for Span. I mean, Bradley had a free pass.
No, I think they called timeout.
Well, I don't think he got it. Doug Eddings, played umpire, did not give it to Span, so Span got lucky.
Yeah. Bradley's going after him like it didn't matter.
Well, he believes in his stuff. And he is a different cat since he's joined the bullpen. And you're painting now. I mean, look, he's down the count 3-0. He just paints the outside corner with 96, 97. 1.22 ERA, lowest among National League relievers.
And a little fly ball to left for Blanco. 1 out.
So a nice comeback for Bradley.
So here's Tomlinson. Tomlinson has 1 hit in 3 at-bats. Joe Panic is on deck. We're in the 8th. Okert. Foul off the end of the bat. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, Diamondbacks lead off with Jake Lamb at the top of the 9th, left-handed hitter, so you will see Okert start the 9th. And Sam Dyson, who needs some work, going to face Goldschmidt.
Tapped slowly. And not slowly enough. 2 outs. And here's Panic. So Joe Panic, a couple of hits tonight off of Robbie Ray. Jared Parker's on deck. He would hit if Panic reaches. One ball and no strikes.
Bradley likes to work quick. Get it, go.
Lined. Side retired. So through 8, it's the D-backs 3 and the Giants 2. Baseball for Esurance Giants. Post-game live. You get highlights, reaction, analysis, all coming up for a full hour after the game. So here's Okert. And Okert has Lamb pound this one off his foot. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So Steven Okert making his 38th appearance of the year. Okert, low to mid 90s fastball, 2 types of breaking ball, a low 3/4.
Denard Span, after his pinch hit appearance, he is in center field.
Could be a one and done for Okert with Goldschmidt on deck.
Yep.
You see Fernando Rodney, the closer for the Diamondbacks, starting to heat up.
And that ball gets away.
So you saw Hunter Strickland now up in the Giants bullpen. Sam Dyson has sat back down.
Three and one. And that should reach the seats. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the payoff pitch, here it is. And it's driven into the gap. And out there running and catching is Gorkis Hernandez.
What a great jump Gorkis Hernandez had on that ball hit by Lamb. I mean, he roasted this nut, and he's heading out to Triples Alley, but where they had Hernandez set up and the good jump, and it wound up being a pretty routine play for the Giants right fielder.
So it will be Goldschmidt facing Okert. And the first pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. There's a strike at the knees. Goldschmidt singled and scored in the second, and then after that a fly ball and a strikeout. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
Good breakable. Big, slow. Really had Goldschmidt reaching out front.
In the dirt.
I like this. I mean, let Okert face Goldschmidt. If Bochy thinks his stuff's good, got a left-handed hitting Descalzo on deck. I mean, for Okert, if he can get Goldschmidt out, I mean, that's a feather in his cap.
He does.
Nice job. Again, with a breaking ball, a swing and a miss. And that's how you get young pitchers' confidence. He got challenged by his manager, and he responded well.
And Descalzo will hit. Descalzo has hurt the Giants tonight. He's knocked in a run and he scored a run. And a call strike. Giants have one more crack at the D-backs, and they'll have Hernandez, Posey, and Hundley. And this is hit on the ground to Panic. Panic will flip to Posey. And a nice inning for Okert. Work to do. at 6 p.m. on NBC Bay Area and the Giants television network, and then Sunday at 1 pregame live at noon on NBC Sports Bay Area. And remember, this season Giants games are available to stream live on the NBC Sports app. It's time for a change. Thing Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. There you see Fernando Rodney.
56 game for Rodney. He's having a great season. 36 saves on the year for Rodney, who's 40 years old, his 15th year at the big league level. He's going to come at you with a mid-90s fastball and a stop and drop changeup. The changeup is one of the best in the National League. And this year he has been more consistent with the velocity of the fastball, which has made that changeup look even better.
Jared Parker is going to pinch hit for Gorky Hernandez. So here's Parker. Posey and then Hundley. This is the last crack at it for the Giants here in the 9th, who held a 2-1 lead going into the 7th. There's a changeup right out of bed.
Right out of bed. And the one thing about Rodney, I mean, he'll throw that changeup 8 times in a row. He does not care. I mean, that's how good it is. I used to always say that Trevor Hoffman, the great closer with the Padres. And once you have that changeup in the back of everybody's mind and you're throwing mid-90s, that's a rough combination.
Well, I mean, now I think you got 94 in the back of your mind.
No, Parker, I mean, he wants to get up there and get a rip. He's trying to tie this ball game up. The other thing too about Rodney, I mean, he is no wasted effort. Extremely compact. He's built like a catcher, 5'10", about 230. But he comes set, and I mean, it's just as quick and compact stepping to his target as there is in the National League.
So 2-2. Parker trying to reach, and the 2-2 hit to right, and reaching up is Peralta to make the catch.
That's great at bat. Diamondbacks really had Peralta cheating over towards the gap in right center. Nothing new. We see it every night here in this ballpark because of Triples Alley. But boy, where they had him set up had everything to do with taking extra bags away from Parker.
So here's Buster Posey. Buster's 0 for 3. Taps this one foul, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Parker did everything right, and he got nothing to show for it. Little dribbler to first. Goldschmidt will go to the bag, so 2 outs. And here's Hundley. Hundley tonight is 0 for 3. So Fernando Rodney it out away from a save. There's a change up for a called strike. Out of play down the right field line. It's 1-2.
Puts a slow velocity in your mind, then all of a sudden jumps at you at 96 miles an hour. I mean, when you have command of two pitches, there's a 12, 13 mile per hour variance, and you can throw strikes with it. Well, you can last 15 years in the big leagues.
Yeah. 1-2. Ray Durham still hanging in there.
Yeah, it's good to see him back at the yard.
Three and two. There's Slater. Out of play.
Good job of fighting that off. And it isn't so much that the location was great. It's just that the variance of speed. And all of a sudden you have 95 coming at you, and you got to try and be quick. And he just did get a piece.
Got him, and that's the ball game. So the Giants score in the first, pick up a run in the sixth. That run in the sixth gave them the lead, and then they couldn't hang on to it. And Jeff Samardzija took the loss, but he pitched really well.
Really did pitch really well. The Giants did play a nice defensive game tonight, something that they needed to do. But the story of this game was Robbie Ray, who went 7 strong, struck out 10 without a walk. And that is a dominant pitching performance. And the bullpen for these D-backs supported him well, and Giants couldn't do much with him.
So it's a win in game 1 of the series for the D-backs. Final score: Diamondbacks 3, Giants 2. Stay tuned. Esurance Giants postgame live starts right now.